welcome back to episode 4. Upon entering the Forbidden Grove where we last left off, we're going to run into a Vaunt named Fidel. I have no idea how you say his name, but yeah, here he is.
Those foreign to the pound have not been seen upon Yaesha for long and long. The past once takes me. Or is it now simply part of what I am? It has been so long. The difference hardly matters. Well, the Baxeldak, how comes it here, to Yaesha? The Red Crystal. I have seen them in my restless slumber. The pestilence think of them often, especially the stones of the Baxeldak's earth. I am Bedel of the Vault. When this world was young, the pan did service to the green and growing things. Now, the pan betrays the world. And the world, the wolf, betrays the pan. The Ravager, plague of the pan and defiler of the dough. The wolf hunts all, yet is itself unhunted. To the shame of all pan. Once part of the balance, the immortal Ravager has cast aside this world and pledged fealty to the pestilence that would destroy all worlds. And the Red Dough, that which held the Ravager in check for long and long, has not been seen in an age. If it seeks to save its own life and world, the Baxeldak must hunt the Ravager and end it. The beast is not alone. The Lamir have given themselves to it in service. Once servants of the Eternal Empress, many Lamir have been seduced by the Ravager's blood-soaked tongue, and thus betrayed the ban. Beware, Baxeldak. They will fight until the beast's final breath. I can assure the Baxeldak it will be nothing of the sort. Trade? Perhaps. Money is of little. Take what it will back.
And as any good character would in any game, movie, or book, I accepted this man's quest to search for the Ravager. Fun fact as well, the statue right here that I am passing, if you have the Ravager's mark on, it will open up a secret, which I did not do because I already have said secret. And of course from here I am going to just search for the correct way. And honestly, I got decently lucky in terms of finding where to go. I didn't have to backtrack too much. So besides that being right there, but yeah. Upon entering this area right here, right in front of me, that tree, you can talk to an NPC called named Nidra, if I remember correctly. I'm not going to talk to her in this one. You can do a quest for her, and I'm just not going to go into that. For the most part, I'm just basically speedrunning until the end, as I do with all the rest of these videos. So yeah. The Nameless Nest. Oh boy. Of course, I'm going to speedrun until I get to the boss, and yeah, we'll go from there. as I finally get to the end, I switch to the gunslinger to complete my class, of course, and nearly being mauled to death before finally being able to use a crystal after I destroy these guys and come across the first boss of Yaesha. Oh yeah, so that's a thing. The mother mind. Okay. I had a decently hard time surviving with this one. So yeah, I died. To spare you from watching this multiple times, I will skip to where I die a couple times. Okay, maybe I didn't die as many times as I thought I had, even though it felt like more, to be honest. But anyway, I finally vanquished the Mother Mind and continue on my way. Entering back into the Forbidden Grove, I will now proceed to find the next boss. So Yaesha, as I remember it, as I just did it, as you have to fight two bosses, mini bosses before you really, well, I guess mini bosses before you get into the main boss, yeah. And from here you will hear a song actually being played where I will stumble upon the flautist, if I said that correctly.
It returns. Does it not remember? The Paxultek and I spoke of a song. Ah, of course. It is not the same Paxultek. Forgive me. The horns. It does not have them. A new friend then. Hmm? So what brings it to beleaguered Yaesha? Truly? Then it treads the very path it seeks. The ancient temple was built to imprison such a beast. It now serves as its lair. Alas, the great water heart which Tales tell once opened the temple has been shattered for an age and an age. There is no hope without its song. Yet beware, friend Paxultek, for the Ravager has been killed before. There is none more powerful than that which shakes off death like fallen leaves. May it find favor in the balance.
So we actually meet this guy in the first Remnant. We are not the same character though. We're not playing the same character as in the first game. So that is why he believes at first we were the first character he ran into. So now, as you may have seen, that harp that we just passed, that is what we have to get back operational. So this is where the second boss comes into play, the second mini boss where I will soon defeat. And continuing on my way to the Faithless Thicket, where I will then surprisingly find my way quite quickly to the second boss location to continue the story. I almost forget that right here I actually almost die, as you can see. But from here we will enter the Twisted Chantry, if I said that correctly, where we will meet the second mini-boss to continue the storyline, the Ravager storyline.
This place gives me the creeps.
And upon entering, if you look down here off this little cliff, as you can see, that is the mini-boss down there that we are going to fight. And again, as any good speedrunner would do, I ran all the way until the crystal to fight the boss. And right here, actually, that coffin right there, you can jump through that, and there's a little mini boss you can fight, or aberration that you can fight. But again, I've already done that a long time ago, so I'm just gonna go until the end. And you know, something I just realized when I first switched to the gunslinger when fighting the Mother Mind, I did not spend the points in swiftness. That actually would have kind of helped me in that fight. So thankfully I remembered to spend those 10 crit points. And here we will find and battle Legion. And as you will see throughout this fight, I honestly did not do that well, surprisingly. I should have died multiple times, but I didn't somehow. And this boss is a little annoying. He only takes he only really takes damage when he's doing his thing. I don't know how to really explain it, but you'll see through this. dying multiple times and finally defeat Legion. And from here, we will of course continue on the quest, where the next part will be the heart puzzle.
So bad.
And well, I say the heart puzzle is next, but really I have to find the correct door to go through first, of course, through the Faithless Thicket. And again, surprisingly, I found a way quite quickly. At first I actually decided to open this shortcut here, which I really didn't need to, but I guess I decided to. And another thing I guess I decided to go and do was grab these, what are they called? Kaora pellets. I probably didn't say that correctly, but you can craft some stew, I guess, with these if you talk to Dwell, if I remember correctly. And actually, I got a blood moon, which is kind of a rare thing to occur on Yaesha, which you will find these pink, they're called blood moon essence, floating around, and I only gather like 2 of them. Again, this is like another little secret that you can do to obtain a certain class, if I remember correctly, and items. I've already have done this a long time ago, so again, not really going to show that.
For now.
So back in the Forbidden Grove, I take this little path over here because sometimes there's a simulacrum here. This time it was not here. It's actually not too far from here in another location that you will soon see, and I of course go and grab that. Now, having my newly acquired simulacrum, I am going to activate the harp using this device here, where we can now finally do the harp puzzle. So I don't actually remember where to find the puzzle to find the correct nodes to put in. I just looked up a video just so I could do it really quick, so that is why I do it pretty fast. And there are actually 2 songs you can play. The one that I'm playing, of course, is to progress, which is to it's the bridge. The other one gives you a secret weapon, which I already have, which if I remember correctly is called the Driver's Bolt. I could be wrong, but yeah. Finally arriving at the Ravager's lair, where, well, yeah, he tries to convince me to join the dark side, one might say.
fortuitous, Cub. It's been long since I've seen one of your kind. But then, what is time to a god? The things I think are spread over millennia, and our time here is short. It is your thoughts which concern us. Do you think yourself clever, Cub? Let me guess. You're here on a quest. Surprise, surprise. The river's path is fluid and yet irresistible. Obstacles serve to make it grow stronger and clearer of purpose, but somehow no wiser. Walk with me, Cub. I will explain. The last of your kind left me for dead. That is when they found me and offered me their enlightenment. Blind was I until they opened my eye to the lies of permanence. Oh, the feeble empress craves her fruit, tries to guzzle immortality. But all things die, Cub. Even gods. Theirs is mastery of death, the all that is nothing. And so I offer the choice they offered, Cub. Return to the ash from which we all came, or break the yoke of balance and become eternal. But the bridge between ego and soul cannot be crossed without paying a toll. Here bleeds the lie. Here mules the old order. Kill it. Kill the dough, and we shall seal our pact. Join me.
And yes, so the Ravager gives me a choice to kill the doe and join him, or fight him. And I decided to fight him, of course, and maybe destroyed immediately. Almost regretting my decision to not join him. Alright, take two. Yeah, I die again. And that last one was very discouraging, and I screwed up a lot on this next run, and of course I end up dying again. Alright, and this is take 4, 5, I don't remember at this point anymore. But this one goes decent, and I do much better. And by decent, I mean I finally defeat the corrupted Ravager. And I probably didn't show it in the second, I think it was the second time when I died halfway through that fight. The Ravager actually goes and kills and eats the doe. So the doe unfortunately perishes in the end, whether I kill him or don't, and he dies by the Ravager. So yeah, right here I'm just collecting all the rewards, and from here we will go and enter the labyrinth for the final time. Alright, back to the labyrinth to turn in the quest that I have completed over multiple worlds, where the Keeper is no longer an all-seeing eye.
It is I, Anomaly. You have done well. Clementine's trust is well founded. Twice the corruption infected the system. Containment was the most efficient response. Preserve the irregularity for later inquiry. But it festered, grew beyond my sight, and corrupted the core. Even so, it might yet have been contained. Had the Destroyer not eliminated this realm's guardian, the labyrinth became unprotected, and my resources stretched thin. With the Destroyer as conduit, the corruption spread unchecked from the core to countless realms. I purged the labyrinth. I expunged realm after realm, seeking to restrain the rot. All efforts failed. The system was beyond repair. I was too late. Now, a solution has been revealed. Not to me, to an anomaly. Perhaps that was the intended design. A failure in case of my own corruption.
And how does this help us, exactly?
With the index, two new probabilities emerge.
Oh, that's good, right?
Well, the first probability is that the root wins, so yeah.
The corruption is everywhere, but it originates from a single source, a single realm. The labyrinth holds all doors and infinite possibilities. When the corruption spread, the door to their realm was closed, even to me. But within, I can subvert their defenses. From here, it is possible to purge the corruption.
That means we kill them, right? The root?
All of them this time. For good.
Our journey coming close to an end in the final world, we learn that we can finally defeat the root once and for all. From here we enter the Ashen Wasteland located on Root Earth, where my next journey and final journey of the campaign will end.